Wasn't gonna do a reaction to this, but I'm up early enough. Oh, sorry for hitting the mic. Okay. So apparently there's gonna be paid DLC that you get
Thank you for tuning in to
free
Animal Crossing New
with
Horizons Direct.
the online thing. I just saw I looked at I saw
We'll be going over the
I saw a
details.
video about online and I looked at it and in the description it says something about paid DLC, which is weird. I don't know how
Date is
people are gonna
scheduled to
feel
be
about
released
that.
on November.
Izzy. Finally.
Using the Animal Crossing series amiibo figures and amiibo cards in the Roost, you can invite characters of your choosing.
Oh, cool.
May bring along company as well. Multiple players can.
I'm finally forced them to take a break.
Why not?
Actually, something to do with my Nook Miles, okay?
Destination is a hidden gem that only Catton knows about. You might dock at an island with mysterious flora, or an island with a different season.
Now, those vines are cool.
Day. Harv runs a photography studio here. Now, the island's under.
Shampoodo!
Looks like Harv wants to create a plaza with all sorts of shops, with a little help from his longtime friend Harriet,
Oh, so we're gonna get more, yay!
contributing some bells to the cause. Eventually, familiar island visitors
Okay, cool.
Kicks
Is,
shop here.
Katrina gonna show up, please? Oh, you can get a permanent red!
And Cyrus can help customize ready-made furniture that you can't customize on your own.
Oh, this makes me happy. Even if it's not on your own island, like, this is so much fun.
In addition,
Yes!
Nina will reveal your fortune for that day.
Oh, I'm so happy to see Katrina.
Trust, it'll be a teach you some newly added hairstyles.
Oh, got it. Okay, so that's how she'll work. I'm glad she's not just, gone. I'm not disappointed so far. This is a really nice update. And this is all free stuff too, so. Well, I don't exactly see what the point is with button controls.
Stretch it out to
I
get
feel like this is like an actual
your island or when visiting
yoga thing.
island.
I'll be curious to see what their animations look like with motion controls.
The resident representative can now enact
Oh, away cursor.
ordinances.
Oh, yes! Yes! Night Owl. Absolutely Night Owl.
For example, this will make all island residents awake and active earlier in the morning.
Oh, I'm going with Night Owl. Easily.
That best suits
I have enough bells.
lifestyle. Storage expansion services just got bigger.
Yay!
Storage held up to combine ingredients like tomato,
Oh my god.
wheat,
Oh my god, this is massive.
sugarcane, potatoes, carrots, and more.
I mean, this is gonna require,
Make a delicious meal from your bountiful harvest.
yeah, this is gonna require a pretty big, change to some of our islands, isn't it?
Looks tasty. Bon appetit.
And there's actually a lot to work towards here now.
With a pro decorating license, lighting and ceiling decor can be added to each room.
Oh, nice! I like that.
Accent walls will also be available to give a single wall a different pattern. With
Oh, okay.
design options will be at your disposal.
Wow, this is neat.
The maximum number of bridges and inclines you can place on your island will increase to 10 each,
Sweet. I already know where I want a bridge.
plus 9 fence types, including park fencing, block fencing, and corrugated iron fencing.
I never
Let's
did a good job using fencing properly. I like the bamboo a lot. Okay, I like a lot of these.
fencing can be customized too. When changing to a handheld camera mode, the view aligns with your eye level. And
Wait.
if you change to a tripod camera mode, you can also be in the picture.
Huh.
Patterns that were
They
previously
added a FPS mode.
can
Now
now
you can truly play Doom in Animal Crossing.
11 hairstyles will be added,
Now can you...
including the ones that Harriet will teach you.
Oh, Well, you may as well still go see Harry. Just don't let her be completely useless.
11 new reactions, like these reactions.
Hear that? Nobody asked.
New Nook Phone app. This storage shed will come in handy. It connects to your home storage
Oh, yes.
anywhere on your island
Yes.
to easily store items or take. And KK Polka.
Is that an anime KK?
You can even enjoy.
Huh, so that'll play in them like completely
Looks like
differently, I guess.
buried underground. Is it a fossil? It's
Hey!
when you find gyroid nations or use them with music to
You're just gonna leave that one broken?
gyroids can be customized to match a room.
I like these gyroids. Aren't they living beings? Is it okay to do that?
Granny will have newly added furniture types available, like ceiling decor.
What is that streamer setup? Jeez.
The shop will also get furniture that's never been seen before.
An amazing machine.
A new type of tool you can craft. You'll be able to permanently place ladders on cliffs with the ladders.
Okay, so you can do that with the slides as well. Interesting.
It's super handy
Or the vines, I mean.
on your island.
That'll also be very useful.
This DIY recipe spaces in a room. Now you can walk through them like this.
Sweet. That's actually really helpful.
Tight spots in rooms. We've all spent so much time together on the island. They may invite you over to their home,
I love this. Can they come?
visit to yours.
Yay! I missed that feature so much.
You might experience this in
It's so small.
various ways.
So is this all coming on November 5th?
Shown you today.
Jeez, there's so much.
This will be the last major free content update for Animal Crossing New Horizons.
I mean, we're going out on a bang, I suppose.
Continue enjoying your island experience.
They did say that's the last free one. Now they're gonna go over the DLC, I suppose. Now listen,
Destination is this archipelago made up of several islands.
the free stuff
Resort.
is enough that I'm not upset.
Popular among characters, developer in designing vacation homes.
That is a cute boy. Girl.
Through your work, you'll be
Oh, and Lottie's back.
coordinating dream lifestyles for characters.
Okay, so it's Happy Home Designer within the actual game. Essentially a way to get more villagers too, if you think about it.
This is up to you.
I'm sure there'll be some amiibo compatibility to invite
Picture from
specific
Paradise
people.
Planning will already be available.
Okay, but is it going to be like permanently winter then, or is it?
Client is pretty happy.
Like, is the entire island in nature if you do that, is what I'm curious about.
Continue designing vacation homes. You can use partition walls to divide the space.
Oh, I like that.
Counters with 2 different heights.
Wait. Are these going to be available
Pillars that support the ceiling.
for our island? Because that would be also very cool.
Each can help change how the home is structured.
Like, I could have used those partitions in a bathroom I was building.
All mood. With your recommendation, 2 clients can share a vacation home.
Ooh.
We hope they love sharing their new.
I can ship Gale. I can make Gale and Fuchsia live together. This is robust. Don't take it they're gonna
The vacation homes you design for them will
add in the Zelda Splatoon characters, are they?
experiment with partition walls, counters,
Okay, so you can get those. Cool.
lighting. After you've designed a certain number of homes, you might even be able to suggest home remodels to your island residents.
Oh, whoa, neat. Are they gonna explain the?
Offers begin October 29th on Nintendo eShop.
Are they gonna explain? Okay, here we go.
Purchase Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise on its own or experience the paid additional content as part of Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, the new membership plan for Nintendo Switch Online.
So how much is that?
Official website for more details on Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
$49.99.
In addition,
So
the
it's
fifth series of
$50.
the Animal Crossing Amiibo cards will be available. 48 cards, including characters previously not,
Hey.
as well as new ones, will be released at the same time as the update.
Oh, are we getting new characters? I'm just realizing now.
5 of the. See ya on November 5th.
Okay, so the inclusion of this in the um, online expansion pack is cool. Though it looked like it was like $30 more, which basically means that the expansion pack is $5 more if with the full cost of the DLC. I mean, I'm happy with what I saw. Though that is a lot. That is a lot for that is a lot for the expansion pack, but if it includes the DLC, I suppose it's not too bad of a deal. I might go with that. Now, what I'm curious about though is like, if you stop paying for the expansion pack, do you lose the DLC somehow? I have to look into that. But anyway, I think I am definitely happy with the update, even if it's the last one. I'm very happy with it, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna get that DLC too, though I don't know if I'm gonna get that like right away. I might wait a little bit. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so it's post reaction me here. I figure there are a few things I kind of want to talk about a bit more, so I'll do that here. First let's get the bad news out of the way. So the NSO expansion pack is $50, of course. That's basically I don't even really consider the additional the original $20 of the original deal. Um, because that's I'm gonna be paying for that anyway, so I can have online. So really, it's $30 extra, right, per year. So now, here's the thing: is Animal Crossing DLC will basically disappear if you stop paying for the subscription. You have to continue to pay for the expansion pack specifically, not just an online subscription, the expansion pack specifically, in order to access it. And if you stop, you'll lose access to the DLC. Not all of it, like if you have like the partitions in your home and stuff, you'll get to keep apparently, but the island itself, the island archipelago, you will lose access to. So here's the thing: is like this would be a good deal for like the first year because you would be paying $25 for the DLC and then just like an extra $5 for the N64 and Genesis. Okay, that would be cool. But after that, it's just like at that point you're just paying basically $30 per year to keep a DLC that you can just pay once a one-time payment of $25 for and keep forever. So I'm just gonna buy the DLC on its own, and I don't know if I'm gonna bother getting. I mean, like they can do some things to justify this if they add certain things. Like okay, if they later add like GameCube support, Game Boy, including up through Advance, Nintendo DS, and Wii U. I mean, that would require some sort of second string configuration for those DS and Wii U. But if they did something like that, I mean, that could work. That would make it fair. They could make the DLC thing like keep it as a rental, but then add more DLCs. So it's like, now this wouldn't benefit me because I already bought these, but like they added the Breath of the Wild DLC, Octo expansion, the Smash Bros. Fighters passes. Made those all DLC that was included. That like it would be a rental service, so you would lose it once you stop paying for the subscription. But you would have it as long as you paid for it. I mean, that would make it well worth it. And you might say that's a lot of money for Nintendo to just give away for free. But like you look at Xbox Game Pass, and that's like almost nothing compared to what they're doing. And as long as they also had committed to adding new rentals along the way. Another option is like if they promise us that they're gonna have like at least one DLC, along $25 per year, that we'll get, and not just the Animal Crossing DLC. That might make it worth it as well. or here's the biggest thing is like if they just made the Animal Crossing DLC, instead of something like a rental, you just download it. You just get to download it. Then at least the first year would be worth it, and then they would just have to like add, a different DLC every year or something like that, to make it worth it for most people at least. I mean, it's weird. It's weird that they're doing it this way. Apparently, like there are two options here. Either it's this expensive because of the Animal Crossing DLC, in which case I would say there should be an option without. I'm okay. Actually, this is true either way. There should be an option without the Animal Crossing DLC included for like $30, 25, $30, total. That basically just gives you the ends for Genesis, and that's it. I mean that would be fair. Um, but like this way, it's like you basically have to pay for the Animal Crossing DLC, even if you already own it or you don't play the game. Yeah, I don't know. This is just a really stupid decision. Um, but anyway, on to the good things. So first of all, the update itself, I am so happy that this is big. Like the only drawback here is it's still weird that they like didn't distribute any of this over time. Like this is such a massive update. They had to have been working on this for a while, and you would think that they would be releasing them as they make the content, but they didn't. They just sort of released it. They're dumping it all at once, and it's almost it almost feels like overwhelming. Like the fact that the DLC is coming out with this, like, I am probably gonna buy the DLC day one, but it's like I might not even touch the DLC stuff. When it releases, I might just spend some time with the free update stuff first because there's just so much added. Like, cooking is a big thing, and I'm not even that interested in that. What I'm really interested in is the plaza on Harv's Island. What's funny is with all of this new content we're getting, I think the thing that excites me most is just the fact that you can have permanent red, just a daily red shop. That makes me so happy. That is easily the very first thing I'm gonna do on November 5th is just go to Harv's Island and try to fund Red's shop, so I can have him on a daily basis instead of having to hope he shows up on my island every day. Just because it takes so long to get all the paintings. I don't even know if I'm halfway there with artwork, right now. It's so crazy, and statues are like even rare. I don't know. It's dumb, but hopefully Red will be. I mean, well, not hopefully, but now he will have a permanent shop, so we don't have to deal with that anymore, right? Um, yeah, and all of the other positive things like we have old characters returning and characters that are in the game are getting permanent spots. That makes me really happy. I didn't even realize this, but we're getting new characters as well. Now I'm not sure if they're going to be able to like naturally show up on your island or if they're only included if you buy the DLC. Um, but I mean, still, they're really cool. Onto the Oh, actually, a few more things about the update. So I had actually had an idea before about like placing ladders permanently, but I didn't think it would ever happen just because we have inclines. But no, they're adding it, and that makes me really happy. Just a nice way to add more convenient verticality, without having, even with the limit. Like you could sort of get around bridges because you could just make the land connect, but you couldn't really get around inclines. Um, but now you can, and so I think that's a nice addition. Um, I mean, obviously Brewster is nice. I've been asking for him for a while. I'm trying to think if I already talked about cooking. Um, what else is there in the base update? Because there was just so much, such a ridiculous amount. Oh, the storage shed. The storage shed is really cool. That makes me so happy. That I'm basically gonna have like a little spots outside along the island, where you can have like the storage shed and a clothes closet and all that, and just access it anywhere. A crafting table. just add like little spots around the island for that. I'm gonna have to restructure my island for the cooking ingredients though. So yeah, my one hope with the storage shed is I don't think there would be any reason they wouldn't have this, but I hope you can have more than one. And then there's Captain. I almost forgot about Captain because I was not expecting Captain to return in this game because he was sort of replaced by the Nook Miles um, trips, and I feel like same thing with like Harriet. Like some characters just seem to be like replaced by just features in the game now. But they brought him back in some fashion, and they do have their own purposes now. Harriet seems like she's only going to be useful for a limited amount of time, like until you get all of her haircuts, and then you'll be able to just do them yourself. But I mean, just the fact that she's still in the game, they're not just completely ignoring her, is nice. And same thing with Cap'n. It's nice that he gets to be. He wasn't even in the intro to this game, like he almost always is. So it's nice that he gets to be here and have his own islands now, his own unique islands with unique flora and everything, like glowing weeds and stuff. That'll be really interesting. And then the DLC is like, I was worried because as I said, I opened I opened Nintendo's YouTube page to scroll to the direct, and before I opened the Animal Crossing Direct itself, I looked at Nintendo Switch Online just to see what the pricing would be on that, and I read the description, and it mentioned the paid DLC, and that got me worried. Like, are they gonna lock features that we want, have been asking for behind paid DLC? But no, they didn't do that. Everything we wanted, I didn't even mention gyros. Gyros are cool too. Everything we wanted is included in the free update, and then the DLC is just like legitimately like a, a deserved payment. Like this is genuinely something that's worth spending extra money on, because it's so much, and the free stuff is already so much too. So yeah, I'm really happy that the Happy Home Paradise is worth it, and it's not something that's just like it's not something we've been asking Nintendo for, that they're locking behind paid DLC and forcing us to pay money for, when it's something that should have been in the base game, right? It's something that's genuinely worth paying extra money for, and I think it's really really cool that you're going to be able to like take some of those features and put them back in your island, sort of like with Octo expansion. It's like you're really paying for this other thing, the Octo expansion, or the Happy Home Paradise, but then you get to take just a few things and bring them back to your home. Like like you get to take the Octoling and use it as your player in multiplayer in Splatoon. In this one, you get to take the partitions and counters and bring them back to your place. So yeah, I mean honestly, this is all just really nice. I'm really happy we're getting all that. It's almost funny. I mentioned you can basically get like almost a second village, especially with adding restaurants and schools and stuff. And one thing I completely missed is it looks like villagers can even use those locations. Like they're not just for show. The villagers you recruit or build homes for can actually show up in a restaurant and like dine there. So it's almost like you're building just an entire second island, one that's going to be even bigger than your own, which is funny. But you know what? I'm all for it. I think it looks really fun. I'm looking forward to Animal Crossing being genuinely engaging again because, um, as you may know, I've been basically forcing myself to play it daily-ish. And when I say daily-ish, I mean like I've done every day in game, but some days I've like real world days I've played multiple in game days, if that makes sense. Um, anyway, so I basically played the amount of time you would if you were playing daily, and it's been sort of a slog just doing like the same things over and over again. But now I can actually have stuff to look forward to again, and I'm so excited for all of these new changes and to have villagers actually visiting my home, um, and like scheduling visiting their home and everything. That's nice to see return from New Leaf as well. Basically, everything in New Leaf is now in this game, and along with a few new features. And then there's this whole new paid DLC that adds Happy Home Designer as well, only now it's actually integrated with Animal Crossing, so it's even better. Uh, that was a lot. I'll end by saying Sasha and Shino are adorable and I want them. Okay, nope, there's one more part of the free update I've got to talk about before I can end. Ordinances. I am so happy ordinances are back. Really just so I can have the late night or night owl ordinance because I very commonly end up playing at night, and like in order to be able to visit the Able Sisters, I have to go into the Switch and drag the clock back. And like, yeah, it's not a big deal, but like it's just annoying to have to edit the clock backward, in order to play for for the in order to just be able to play for that day and actually get to visit the shops. Um, so the ability to like just have the Nooklings open until midnight or so. I don't know how late it's going to be exactly, but just the ability to have them open later, when I never play in the morning and I always play at night anyway, is just going to be such a godsend. So yeah, that's the last thing. But anyway, I think it's fair to say I'm really excited about this, all of this. And I'm so happy that they're adding these little quality of life features. Hopefully, they'll add a few more like small things like bulk crafting and stuff that we've been asking for. But like what we have is just it's so much more content, and it's really gonna breathe new life into the game. And I'm so happy. Thank you for watching.